Cancer, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity in your personal lives and work, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Cancerians, we begin the month with Mars that is still retrograde till about end of the month. So it's a great time to be looking at anger issues and also emotional things that could have been sort of blocking your relationship and not allowing you to move forward. We have Sun and Venus that is there in a part of your chart that speaks about behind the scenes activities. It's a house of spirituality. It's a house where we go and rest emotionally. It's also a house where secrets come out, with Sun and Venus being over there, you're going to be in a space where you're not really going to be feeling very extrovert. You're not going to be wanting to display your affections, and there's just a time where you would want to retreat and you would just want to rest. And there is still, however, it doesn't mean that it's all cold and dreary and it's really a bad time. It's just a time wherein you're just sort of sitting back, you're liking your own company, you want to go for those long walks on your own, you just want to soak in the nature, you don't want to be amongst the hustle bustle of the crowd. You are you would rather sit and meditate, go for a yoga retreat, and just sort of take care of your soul and of yourself on your own. It's a good time to be volunteering for any charitable cause, any animal shelters that you or any cause that you feel drawn to. It's a time wherein that a lot of focus is there on behind the scenes activities. You're not really going to be liking to be there right out in the front. And with new moon being over there as well, and that's around the 4th, where we have new moon coming and joining Sun and Venus. It's a time where it can be that some opportunity comes about that you automatically get associated in a place or space where you can give more. So it can be that you could also be called upon to volunteer, or even just share your knowledge and maybe share your talents, your time around this time. And just make sure that during this time that you are being absolutely transparent, Cancerians, when you're dealing with anybody, because this entire mode of this house, it's a karmic house as well. So if you're not feeling really good about doing something for someone, or even if at your work, or even in a relationship, if you're not really feeling comfortable, or even at your work you're not liking something, be transparent, be honest, be upfront about it, because in stuff comes out, it gets undone in this house as well. So whether, and not normally or not always in a very pleasant way. So it can be that something that you're trying to suppress for a long time, that you don't like it, and you say, no, I don't want to say it. It may just come out inadvertently, even though you have not sort of just planned about it. So just it's always a wise idea to sort of just simplify it, stay honest, stay transparent, so that there's lesser scope of undoing things later on for you. Around the 13th, we have Mercury that is coming in, joining Sun, Venus and new moon as well in this house. And Mercury, of course, is going to be coming in, increasing conversations, and it can be that you could be meeting more like-minded people who are maybe in these particular areas of which have to do with the spirit, the soul, and things that really, even research for that matter, it doesn't have to be all spirituality, it can have to do with research. Maybe there's something that you are, a dream project that is there, maybe you're sitting and you're discussing these ideas with somebody and you're just on the mode of researching things. This is also a time during this phase that you will find with Mercury allowing you to sort of be more articulate, and you could be feeling quite vocal. You're not going to be really embarrassed about talking about these things. And often we feel awkward when it comes to things of the soul and love and spirit, and it can be even old experiences. So we normally shy away from talking about these things. I don't know why, but we do. And during this time, you would just find that you are either surrounded by people who just understand you, accept you, or you yourself will feel quite confident about talking about these things, what it is that you feel inside, what is the soul calling, what it is that really makes you happy. So you could be vocalizing these quite a bit. Around on the 18th, we have Venus that is entering your own house, birthday time, Cancerians, and it's going to be followed by Sun. So it's a time where from the 18th you're going to be all, all that alone time and everything is going to be put back on a side, and you're going to be ready to party. There's a lot of sorting through that's happened, where you have sought and sat and thought about the things that you want in life and where it is, what is your, calling in life. And now is the time from 18th, you're sort of all sorted in the head and you want to get out and you want to party, so you'll be busy meeting with your friends, a lot of invitations that are there, and you could be literally be indulging your senses to quite an extent. So even if you're not really doing anything, something really physical, even if it is not, that you're going and participating in something, or really being out there and putting yourself out there, you'll find that people are just naturally quite attracted to you during this time. And you could also find yourself being quite compromising. There's just going to be a certain softness around you where you're quite willing to listen to other people. Around the 20th, we have a full moon that is there on your house of day-to-day chores and work. This is where Saturn has been sitting as well. And so it's a time wherein that there could be a project that is coming to an end. For some of you, you could be just putting the finishing touches onto a project. For some of you, it could be that you're starting something new. Maybe it's a new job that you're taking upon, and you're just sort of looking back and you're thinking of something that has got closed. And because it has to do with your day-to-day work, it can also be in certain cases because it also rules your health, that maybe a health issue has finally got sorted for you. Maybe it's got diagnosed properly, or maybe you were going through certain procedures and the healing process has begun now for you, and you're just sort of at ease and you know that okay, this has got sorted for me now. For some of you, it can also be that that the routine work may seem really mundane for you, and there's a desire to change, so you could just be getting quite bogged down and quite tired with, I'm having to do this day in and day out. And but try not to get too emotional and get too crazed, if you can't make these sudden overwhelming changes. One step at a time, Cancerian. So while there some of you will feel that anxiousness that is there inside, try and sort of remind yourself that Rome wasn't built in a day, and you have to sort of do it gradually, and the change will come about. Now, the main focus of this month, of course, is the grand big trine or the square that has been happening, and we have Jupiter that is there in your house of communication, sibling, and some amount of travel, and that is opposing Neptune that is there in your house of values and beliefs, and it is squaring Saturn that is there in your house of day-to-day chores and your work. Now Jupiter, while of course all the planets when they are when they're in this position, they just sort of hold their own ground. They're literally like opposing, and no one is refusing to budge. So there could be this stretch that you will feel, you could just feel sort of being pulled across in all the directions. And for you, because but the good thing is with Jupiter, however, being there, I would still put a lot of focus on Jupiter, even though we have Neptune that is sitting and squaring and staring at Saturn and saying, I don't care. But with Jupiter being there in your house of siblings and knowledge and travel and communication, you're going to be in a place where you really would, you're happy to learn, you want to learn, and you could be given a lot of chances as well. There could be a lot of expansion. Some of you could literally be taking a class, you could just be going to school, you could be learning something out of, maybe even if the company is not being sponsored for you, you could just be paying for it and you could be doing it. And technology could be really prominent during this transit as well. It can be that it's a lot of it is technology dependent. Maybe it could be something that you're doing pure line, it could just be e-commerce, it could just be an online business that you're doing. So it's a good period for that as well. However, because it is opposing to Neptune that is there in your 9th house, it talks about your beliefs. So some way it's saying that while there is this entire hunger to learn, to study, to expand yourself, take a little bit of a realistic look as well of your own beliefs and expectations out of the entire thing. I mean, are you sort of pitching it too high? Are the expectations like really, which are going above the roof, which just seem, to manifest in itself would seem like a huge task. And then further, because it is squaring and it's glaring at Saturn that is there in the 6th, it can, it talks about a lot of work that is required. There can still be that maybe you may feel that all the loops have got tight, but Saturn of course asks effort. It demands more work. It likes a lot of effort, for which of course you get rewarded. So it's an entire interesting mix of where it is saying that of course you have all the resources to be doing what you want, but you need to be realistic, keep your expectations right, and of course put in the right amount of effort as well. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Cancerians. A quick reminder for those of you who are seeking deeper clarity in your personal lives and your careers. For a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Do remember to subscribe, like and share the videos. I will greatly appreciate that. I'll see you again next month, and thank you so much for watching.